I kind of like this build with Fento in it. Seems really powerful. Like, I haven't really missed Windsinger in any of these games. Windsinger's just so expensive to play and protect. Like, he's really like a 9-drop most of the time. Unless your opponent's playing a very specific type of deck. So, I could see, like, one Windsinger being correct, but I really don't miss, like, drawing 2 of them. Hey, I see you too, man. This hand's pretty good, especially on the play. Actually, it's great in the mirror. Oh, that's not great. Need to find another shard here in 2 draws. Alright. I think I'm just getting second Sapphire with this. We don't have blood, but we don't need blood early in the mirror. Shards of Fate. Alright, so he's playing a 3-color build as well. Oh, I think I've played Yassi's build before. I believe he's playing, Root Fathers with damage gems in them. Hey, Shard is perfect. Like, literal perfect. Draw 2 here. Activate Winter Moon. Put some cards back into our deck. Yeah, we need more shards. At least we hit the one this turn. Peek aggressively is good, because I definitely would snap off Counter Magic on that at this point. Shard. Perfect. Can you share the text of Comet Strike in chat? I'm interested in what it does. And like I said, I just like to be aggressive, especially when I have this much Counter Magic in my hand. So I'm going to Counter Magic this to make all his Oracle Songs cost more. And now we can get Counter Magic back into our deck with our Champion's ability. Another Shard's a great draw here. There has to be a way to break Comet Strike in this game. Like, just build a deck that just has a bunch of savage top decks. I'm gonna cycle Infusion Device here at end step. So I feel like we're ahead right now in the early game, but it's pretty easy to fall behind if, like, he just hits a critical mass of stuff. I could see that. Oh, you know what? It's possible I should have tried to Counter Magic his Arcane thing there, because then I could have untapped and played Root Father. I think I'm going to hold on to this just because, like, our hand's pretty good and we can cast it, actually. So I'm going to play this. I'm going to play Infusion Device. We've got double blood, double wild threshold, so we're going to just get another Sapphire here like we usually do. So Comet Strike ramp, yep. So if he plays anything here, basically I'm snapping off Counter Magic on it. Actual anything. I guess that's I guess I'm letting that resolve. Time ripple it. So he's just playing like straight traditional Winter Moon. Dinger's not very good at this point. Alright, Oracle Song is fine. I don't want to do either of those things. They need a cancel button on Root Father when you click it. I'm going to just have to let this resolve. I would really like to snap off Counter Magic on it, but I don't know that we're going to hit an untapped shard, so I don't want to give him an opening to resolve Windsinger next turn. And we bricked, so that's good. This is one that cantrips at least. Sweet. So I can play that. Burn, sure. We could actually kind of be in trouble here if he has Windsinger plus Verdict into other stuff. Into Counter Magic. You know what? I'm going to put some stuff back in the deck. So Windsinger plus Verdict, we're in trouble. Yeah, that card's fine. It's possible I shouldn't have played the second infusion device out because I want to crack this one. I think I'm going to use Extinction on this board. Yeah, I think this board's worth killing. Keep our life total high. I'm going to snap off Counter Magic on this. Let me just make his cantrips expensive to use. Huh, I kind of want to play Root Father here. Is that unreasonable? He just can't interact with it? Except for exactly Dinger? Maybe I'm just supposed to Extinction and pass the turn. Yeah, I'm just going to Extinction and pass the turn. I think we're winning the waiting game here. Like, we've like made all of his cantrips more expensive, so the waiting game definitely favors us. His answer to Root Father is a mass polymorph Dinger. No, they play a Dinger. I guess it's possible he doesn't have Dinger in his build, but I feel like it's pretty likely. I think I just want to like try and find Fento as fast as possible, like with the protection in our hand. Like Fento also like blocks all his little idiots here. Yeah, I'm gonna let this resolve. I don't want to counter. I think we've burned enough Counter Magic at this point. End step I can crack Infusion Device. Replicator's Gambit. Huh. Yeah, I'm gonna counter this, I think. Now I'm gonna jam Root Dad. I think he's... Like, I've got the Extinction out of my hand. Another upside to playing the Extinction last turn is it's not just rotting in my hand post Root Dad. And now we actually hit the resource so we can Verdict if he has Mass Polymorph Dinger. This mills him a bunch. So mine doesn't have Flight. I have a Milgen in it to combo with Fento. So we don't get to... Counter Magic's back in the deck. We don't get to fly over his idiot, so he can just chump us for a while, but I think that's still ideal. there's no dinger in there. If he has a Root Dad of his own, we could possibly take a bunch here. 5-cost Oracle Song. Sure, you got it, man. I've got 2 infusion devices over here. Yeah, so like it looks like he's a lot up on cards in hand right now, but you gotta remember we've got like 2 cards in hand sitting on the board over here at some point. He's down to 18 cards in deck. He's playing Thunderfield Elder with Gambit. Replicator's Gambit is the card. A double Replicator's Gambit is kind of wrong. That's fair. Go to top 7. Probably, do I want Counter Magic or do I want Fento? I feel like I'm just going to take Counter Magic, especially one that draws a card at this point. Ship in here. I feel like just making sure he can't beat my 8/8 is most important. We are not. We're going to finish out this gauntlet, and then I'm going to call it a night. He has Verdict here. It doesn't even end that badly for us because we have Mass Polymorph Dinger. And I peeked into Counter Magic there because I wanted to Counter Magic as Counter Magic and make it cost 5. Root Dad plus Gambit seems interesting, so I like the idea of his deck. I've actually played him in this gauntlet before, I think, or I played him in a gauntlet before. I don't know about this particular gauntlet. I think it was with my old configuration. So his cantrips costing more isn't as big of a deal at this point. There might have even been argument to letting his Root Father resolve there just so I could dinger it. I guess his deck's kind of small. If he draws really well, we could possibly lose this. Keep in mind his Counter Magics cost him 5 now. We got 1 more card sitting on the table here that we need to draw. Yeah. Oof. Draw. Alright. Yep. We take 8 here. Hopefully that's his only Root Dad. Yeah. I love the person that was like Hoagland trolling every post. I was like, man, people just like use that word for saying someone's trolling if they say something I don't agree with. Like, you get to see what's in his